Wow. This is another tape from Nebuhanse from Villa Medellin. The fourth time we walk this property. And this time, welcome to this fourth walk. Welcome. Here we go. Welcome to this fourth walk of Medellin, Villa Medellin. And so, this is Shippy the Explorer. We're exploring the fact that the more you walk this property, is the more you see the the uh, the inner makings of this place. So let's see. So walk with me and see. Welcome to this station, and trust that you're doing all right. I say, boys, thanks for liking and sharing and subscribing. And subscribing, folks, I'm really saying thanks. I'm not even um, um, pleading. I'm saying thanks, thanks. But here we are. You get the opportunity to be in Villa Medellin, and as an observant person, here we are. The justification and the inner intricacies of Villa Medellin. Here we go. All right, we start out today with the fact that we're moving from, you see this house has been built. We're going to move from the whole style of construction to the new style of construction. And you see, even in one setting, you have something that's just so dramatic. The new and the old. But let's start with the old because we know what the new is made up of. But the old is a wooden structure made of stick, and they last. They put these buttons and sticks in the lateral movement around the uprights, and so then it's like a Wackland daub structure. And then outside on the wackled section, they mix this clay and slab it into the structure. And as a construction person, I'm just trying to show you that, and it is sturdy. Look at it, sturdy. And you would say this whole houses, they are rustic and look dilapidated, but they're strong. Look at that, they're strong. And ooh, what is he saying to me? Get away from here. Anyway, this is the whole style. And look at it, it's a rectangular structure. Rectangular structure, look at it. You'll notice that with a zinc corrugated zinc covering, and you build something like that and have a good flooring, you can be comfortable. I noticed that in Kenya, they do more rectangular structure more than in Ethiopia and Sierra Leone and wherever I've been, where it's tend to be round structure. The rectangular structure and gable structure in Kenya, it seems like the standard way. But look at the it's a little bit shaky here, but all you have to do is take that out and mix some more clay and slab it in, flash it in. Each slab of flash of mud is an history. It's a fingerprint. You can see some of the fingerprints in these slabs. You could put your name in these things. Look at it, the finger marks, look at them. You squeeze the mud and slab it on. And so this is the mud structure of the typical mud structure of Kenya. Anyway, I've been here for a few days, and I yet to see that. I didn't even remember that the rabbits are here. Let's see what that aspect, what secret this place has. And here we are, the rabbit hutch. And so They're here. Look at that. Look at that. The rabbit hutch are here. And so, I saw a young lady feeding you guys with these things. And see if, wow. Here we go. Wow. Where is all your food gone? Ah. Let's see if we can get some more to you. Because you seem to be in need. Wow. That's too big? Too big. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. You guys, come on. You guys need something over there too, right? Yeah, something to munch on. Ah. Yeah, something to munch on. Come on, you get it. You get it. You get it and share it. Yes. You get it and share it. Wow. Here we go. You get another one. You. Wow. This looks like a big mother around with lots of babies. Look at that. Feeding away. Now what are they worried about? Nothing. Just want something to eat and some water to drink. And just stay beautiful. Stay beautiful for their family friends. Now here we go. Let's see if we can find. Sometimes they have the babies in the. Let's see if we can see if this baby is inside here. No. Don't see any movement there. Don't see any movement there. All right. So, but they're always having babies, folks. Rabbits are notorious for having babies. And then there's a case where in Australia, they brought them over for some reason, and they multiply in such a way that they were damaging the flora system of the country. The farmers couldn't have grass to feed their cows because the rabbits were taking over the country, and so they had to really eradicate a lot of these beautiful creatures. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. A soft palm. But they can breed up in a jiffy. And breed up as fast as ever. So this is another aspect of Villa Medellin that we missed. So we are bringing you today the fourth walk. This is the fourth walk, and hopefully a more detailed walk. Hope the boss doesn't feel bad that I'm showing such a detailed aspect of this place. I'm telling you. So what are these doing in here now? Now notice so all the after the pigeons have eaten and eat their fill, they seem like they go in and they settle down. Look at that. Every box is either they're laying or feeding a baby, chicken, and or they're laying. Look at that. Every box is almost filled. Look at this box here. Let's see if I can bring it up and bring. I'm not gonna go in there, but this box has 3 babies in it. Look at that. Look at that. 3 babies. It would be interesting to see how the mothers feed the chickens. But I don't know. Hopefully I'm not that lucky. And this rooster, what are you saying? What are you saying, boy? Here you go. I can see your eyes look like marble. Look at your eyes. Ah, what are you saying? Good. Good, good. The young lady is going to work. Down to the river. Down to the river she goes. Down to the river she goes with daily container of dirty dishes to wash. But here we are. Look at the pigeons and see what they're saying in the eyes. What the secret do you have to offer? And that's the reason why I don't think oh, you're gonna crow again? That's the reason why I think it's a little bit too late for me to go on this trip, because you notice the birds and the animals, as soon as it approaches this time of the day, they draw into the shade and they stop communicating, they stop moving around, they just stay still. They are not moving. So it wouldn't be good for me to go to the safari at this late. Let's see if we can. And here we are, we're promoting Mara safaris. There we go. In the future, when you get things going and things are right now we are having the shortage of drivers in this country. So look at it. Those are the numbers. This is how I, Shippy the Explorer, got to reach Neboanse, because I saw these numbers advertised on the television in one of his tapes, and I quickly jotted it down, and so I was able to call it and reach him. And that's how I reach here. So sometimes you never know what intricate information you're getting. You never know. You just have to grasp all information. The birds are talking to us, the plants are talking to us, and little signs around you, they are important. You know, let's look at the guinea chick. They travel in somewhat of a flock, and here we go. I didn't get to go on the safari today, so I better do my safari in Villa Medellin. This is probably just as exciting as going there. But the question is, why does the guinea chick? But look at this, look at the chickens. They're running down to the wash stations. They're running like crazy down to the wash station. And these are holding, but they're still going down there. How do they communicate? How do they communicate that they're supposed to be going down to the wash station? Because their minds have been grained that every time she washes the dishes, there are scraps of food and bits of this and that that's washed into the ground, and they can get extra food to eat. Now let's go back to the guinea chick and see what the guinea chicks, what are they saying. They are very secretive, very elusive type of animals, folks. But before we see the guinea chick again, let's go back to this peacock. I'm yet to see you let your feathers out, boy or girl. One of these days you need to let it out for me so I can see before I travel. There we go. Let's see if we can see the eyes of the peacock. Let's see the eyes of the peacock. And why they call them peacock? Because you see that little peak in the top of their head. It's look at that, folks. Look at that. Look at that. The peacock. The P in the crown of the head. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Well, she's not going to spread her wings for me. So let's go back to the guinea chicks. Let's go to the guinea chicks and see if we can find their secret. I grew up, not grew up, but I had experience when I was little with these things, folks. Very elusive, very wild. And they'll eat the food in the yard, and then they go maybe a mile or so away from the yard and go and lay their eggs. They're not gonna lay no eggs nearby so you can see it. They're gonna put it far and wide. But do you know which one is male and which one is female? I don't know. I really don't know. Every one of them look the same. Except, let me see if I can figure out if there's a difference between their ship. Can't see any great difference. You don't know the difference. You can see the difference in regular chickens and roosters and hens. But these guinea chicks are very, it's very mysterious. Very mysterious. Alright. Here they come. They're all following a leader. At one time I thought the I don't even know what that extended blobber of flesh on their face is called. In the chickens I think it's called a crown, but there's some other name for it. But they have it on the side of their faces, and then they have some kind of a dinosaur looking thing on top of their heads. It will be interesting to see if I can. So maybe they're just a spillover from the dinosaur age, folks. Let's see if we can see this one. Still can't figure it out. They don't stay still for you to identify anything. Let's see if we can pick up this one. Not a clue. Not a clue. Not a clue. Not a clue. I tell you. I tell you, I'm still here. I tell you what, I tell you, man, this is crazy, man.
What happened?
He said the bridge is, the river is flooded,
Okay.
and he called at the last minute and say he's waiting until it goes down. But he still hasn't called me. But at this time, I don't think.
Did you pay them money?
Yeah, I paid him already.
Oh. Now that's the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe next you'll have a better plan.
Well, hopefully I have a couple more days. So let's give them chance. I'll call her later and see if I can talk to her and say, If they can't get me on the trip, then they should reimburse me the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see.
unless it's a scam. But I don't think it's a scam. They had an elaborate plan that I had to sign up on to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So you did booking on the online.
yes. I called them and think. But Mara told me about the fact that the river might be flooded. So, but he says the guy says it's rained yesterday,
Yep.
and at 4 o'clock this morning he couldn't venture over. So
I see.
it's all right.
Yeah.
Take a disappointment and go with the flow. What can I do? I'll tell you.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Now we have similar. Who cut you there? I saw your
Yeah.
cut. Let me tell us. Let's
Yeah.
talk about our cuts.
Okay.
Look at what's there.
Also on the left hand.
On the left hand, yes.
Oh, I see.
Mine.
So it was like 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So I was working in the farm,
Yes.
and I got I got an accident. I was working with my two boys,
Yes.
my area. I come from my home ground.
Friends.
Huh?
Your boys or your
My
friends?
friends, my
Yeah,
friends.
friends. Yeah.
So we were operating with. Do you know the chaff cutter?
Shaft, cutlass?
Chaff cutter,
No, that's.
a machine that is used to chop.
Okay.
Yeah,
To cut hay or grass or
yeah,
something. Yes.
that one.
Uh-huh.
So I was cleaning it.
Yes.
So one of my friends switched on. It was using
Oh,
electricity,
yes.
and I was unaware.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
And it come and cut you.
Yeah.
And then in my case, you can hold it and I talk about my case.
Yep.
My case, I was going to the bushes with my cousin,
Okay.
and he visited my we say of the same grandmother, and he was visiting me,
Yep.
and we sharpened the machete sharp. I sharpened my machete as sharp as ever, and he sharpened his machete as sharp as ever. And we're going to the fields.
Yep.
But as boys, we were about 15. We started to prompt. We started to box. And he's crazy. Instead of when I thumped after him, he held the machete like this, and I punched into the machete,
Wow.
and he just spewed back the skin. So that's the story of it. I tell you, I saw it as quick as ever. We share the same thing. I'm telling you, the stories of our injuries.
Yeah.
I tell you.
That's
Tell you what's your name again?
I'm Felix.
On
Felix.
Oh, Felix.
Yeah.
Felix.
Maroa.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think I have a YouTube channel
Yes.
by that name, Felix Maroa.
Felix Maro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds the same as
It's Maro here.
Maroa, but
Yeah.
spellings is a bit different.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Maro. You can bring it up and I show it.
Maybe
Yes.
let me show you.
Felix.
Felix.
That's my grandson, Felix. I have a grandson, the name Felix, yeah. So I should remember your name. And I wake up. Okay, see if we can pick it up with this camera good.
You see?
Felix, yeah, Mara. 254, yes.
Exactly.
All right, so go and support Felix 254. I guess you're working more the time here, so I don't know what you shoot.
I used to.
Yeah,
Uh, 2 months ago,
yes.
we were working. We were a group of workers here,
Uh-huh.
and some, I think, they messed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they messed, and so the boss banned us from doing YouTube. If you want to work here,
Yes.
you should stop doing YouTube.
YouTube, yes. Yeah.
So I had to do that.
Okay. Because the work is more important until...
Maybe, the channel I'll, after here, in
Yeah.
the future, I'll be...
So can you do it
watching
outside
news.
of here in the evening? It's
It's a bit harder
a bit harder,
because
yeah.
yeah, I have the horses to check on regularly.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
I have to be around.
right.
Yeah, so
Wow.
maybe in the future,
Yes,
and I just hope that the boss maybe he might change.
yes.
Yeah, the
But if you,
conditions.
I can understand if you video during the work time, then you'll be spending an hour or two just not doing his work. So I understand. And yeah,
I'll figure out. I'll figure
you'll
out.
figure it out, yes.
Yeah,
But you may see situation where you could broadcast
yeah,
some interesting situations, yeah.
yeah,
So you're the boss here? You're the main person, not the boss, but the main person?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I woke him up this morning to at 4 o'clock or something to really get the bus, but the bus hasn't arrived. So we'll work it out.
Okay.
Disappointment is sometimes good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best.
Okay.
Yes. All right, then, Felix. We see you around. Thanks for the support.
Okay.
Yes. You see the scars we bear. The scars we bear have there is story behind the scars we bear. Let's go down to the river one more time. We are walking. Remind you that you're watching Shippy the Explorer, and we are in Villa Medellin. We are in the village. No village, they say it's a villa. Somebody gonna correct me sooner or later. Here we go. What we're walking this for the fourth time, and we are trying to find things that never seen before. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna run. So forget it. You're gonna run. I can't run after you. Now we're gonna show life is how life goes on in Medellin. Here we go. Young lady is working hard. She cooks. She starts maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning, and there she comes down and she's cleaning up. Working hard. Working hard. Yes. Um, Maybe if we go around into the farm, we see something. Well, it's quiet over in these sections. The horses are out. The horses are out and they're going to graze maybe over the big pasture. Now, we skipped over this the other day, and now we're going to see them, the fruits, the papaya, growing through, growing through the roof. So much papaya there growing through the roof, folks. Look at that. Look at that. Well, it's the sheds are stables are made, and then the papayas are in the back, and they're bearing and bearing fruits like crazy, and just looking good. So now look at the water. Water, water, water is everywhere. This is way up in the valley, and can you imagine? No wonder the river is flooded. Well, the guys are over there, but I'm not sure if I'm going over there today. Don't think I should be crossing this river for the fourth time. But let's zoom over and see what they're saying, what they're doing. Still can't see them. I still can't see them. Well, this is a good practice for me, folks, before I go on the safari. So maybe the God is saying that I should stay home and just practice how I would do the safari. There we go. Good practice. Let's look at the river and see what is happening down here. Now look at this. The river is flowing like crazy here. So you can just imagine 20 miles away from here what is happening to the river. No wonder it's flooded further down the stream. Because I'm sure this probably flows into the Masamara. And then the Masamara seems like it flows into the Nile. I'm not sure, but that I would have to check out. But this is a lot of water, folks. This is a lot of water. But you see the foundation is slipping away. The path is slipping away. Let's see if any more have slipped in the last 2 days. There we go. Look at that. I'll go down to the river, but I don't think I'll cross. Let's go down to the river for inspiration and relaxation. How about that? Inspiration and relaxation. Well, they have placed back the other log. It needs to turn over, and then they have this other option. So when the river is this low, you can cross on the lower log, and then when it is higher, we cross on the higher logs. And so much water is in this valley, man. The water is just draining out of the soil. Look at that. Water is just draining out of the soil. I have to take off my clothes because the weather is a little bit warm. It's gotten warmer. Now how do I go down into this area? Put the jacket there for a while, but don't leave it there. And let's see if we can get down into the stream. All right, so far so good. It's a little bit messy here, but what I'll do is test my feet gradually back. Poly. That's what they say around here. Poly. Until you're successful. And here we are. What do we see? In the not final walk, but the fourth walk of Neboansi. We see old shoes in the river. And here we are. The river. That's the sound. Listen to the sound of the river. Gives you inspiration and relaxation. Just listen to it. There's a little bit of debris around, but I don't think anyone will be cleaning this up. But you can see why the river hasn't gone any lower. It's cutting the banks, but it hasn't gone any lower because there's a rock bedding in the under it. You can see it right there. So it's hard. Nothing moves that. Nothing moves that. So I hope this sound of the flowing river brings you relaxation. Listen to it, take it in, and be inspired, be blessed. Say a word of prayer if you have to, because Shippy the Explorer has brought you to the banks of the river. A minute of this, and millions of droplets of water. And what is the size of a droplet? Who knows? That's a scientific question for all of you scientists. What is the standard size of a droplet of water? And can you calculate how many billions of drops that make up this river? That's another mathematical question for you. But for now, the river speaks to us. I don't know, I can see the solution. And Mara has to maybe bring tons of rocks and start to drop them along the banks to prevent erosion. If not, he's gonna probably lose his wall one of these days. My guy, here they are. Look at them. You don't see me? And we're discussing erosion. Look at that. Morning, Abari. Hey, what's up? All right. Okay. Take it in the nature. Relaxing. Huh? Yes. Right. So you see, you come to the river and you don't know who is watching. Never know who is watching, who is in the bushes. And I'm going to bring up something else right now. If the people of Medellin lived like this 400 years ago, and they are so industrious and farming and all sorts of things and hunting, and the people are spread from one area to the next. How did the Portuguese, not the Portuguese, but the Arabs or the other kings or of the other tribes come in and capture them? Somebody had to know the area. somebody had to lead the slave catchers. Because look at it. If you come here, I'm sure you'd have to attack them when they're having a dance, when they're having a gathering, when they're having a funeral, when they're having a bath along the river bank. When you come and you capture somebody, a young girl, a young boy bathing in the river like this, take them away from their environment, away into the Arabians or into the Americans. And some of them has never been back until guys like myself coming back after 400 and something years back to the river banks of Africa. Now we are here. I'm saying, as the water flows, I'm saying, I'm really upset. I'm saying, may their spirit rest. May their spirit rest in the calmness of this water. May your ancestors find peace, because some of them died along the road. They died along the road. Some of them died along the riverbanks. Some of them died in the ship. Some of them died because they commit suicide. They wanted freedom. And I'm saying, this river is inspiring me to say, peace be to their spirits, peace and tranquility to our ancestors' spirit. May they find their rivers where they can come back to their ancestral land as spiritual beings and find rest. And so, ship it along the banks of this stream. Not even sure what's the name of it. I couldn't. What's the name? Sorry. What's the name of this stream? Don't know? Okay. Don't know? I can't. Well, it's okay. Arriba? Anabi? Niami? Navi? Nawivi? Huh? Nyamwivi. Nyamwivi River. All right, thank you. Nyamwivi River. Can you imagine? They had to think twice. Nyamwivi River. So, sounds like yam. I tell you. Makes you want to sleep. Makes you want to sleep. Well, as we go up to the top, maybe we should venture out and explore the garden one more time and call this the fourth exploration of Villa Medellin. So, Nyamwivi. Let's get out of the Nyamwivi, the banks of the Nyamwivi River, and we go back. But I'm drawn. You know, you're kind of drawn to stay, but not really. Let's climb back out of the Namweavy River and go to the garden and do our detailed walk of Villa Medellin, crossing the mud path. Here we go. Here we go. Just 2 feet left, folks. Probably next week we can't pass here. Oops. Oops. Look at this, folks. This is another aspect of the village or villa. The eucalyptus trees, they grow so fast and they cut them down and they have tons of wood. So here they are. They have months and months and months of fuel that they can use to cook. Months and months and months. Namweavy River. Namweavy. All right, look a bit more.
I'm coming. I want you to give me a shout out.
Okay.
I'm coming there.
All right.
Yeah.
You're coming now or I go in the garden?
You want to go?
No. I'm right here.
Okay, I'm coming right
Yeah. Okay.
now. Let me finish this. I'm coming.
Okay. Okay. All right. So here we are. I know a lot of you pass the path of these are maybe I don't even know what they call them, but this is a path of the hands. That's their path. Look at that. And that's their tunnel. And they're tunneling right along there. And moving, they have made an highway through the ground. And ever so often, you see they pass. And these must be biting ants. And look, they're fast. They must be furious. Look at that. But look at the highway they have built. Look at it. Can you imagine? Look at the highway they have built. Another world under the ground. And you would pass here day and night and don't see it. Not being observant to what is happening in this world. But Shippy, the explorer, the man with a sharp mind, nothing passes it. All right. So my guy is gonna ask. He's coming for me to do a shout out. Wow. Wow. He's here we come. Here he comes. This man is Mr.
Godfrey O.
Mr.
Godfrey O.
Godfrey O.
Yeah.
And stand a little bit closer to the river so I pick up the Namweavy River. Oh man,
this
this
is called Nyamwini.
Namweavy.
Yeah.
Namweavy River.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
You know the sound of the river was disturbing you, so you can't hear me properly.
can't hear it, yes.
Yes.
But it was giving me inspiration.
Okay.
And so I got a little bit hungry there because our ancestors were pulled out of this African land
For real.
and taken to the west.
Actually.
And Guys like me is just coming back for the
Actually,
first in
yesterday,
500 years.
yesterday we were having a conversation
Yes,
about Jamaicans.
yes,
So we were talking about Jamaicans. So we look the same. They are from Africa. Our ancestors
yes,
are from here.
yeah.
So we talked a lot about Jamaica and Africa.
Oh,
Yeah.
the fact that most of us came out of the West African coast,
Okay.
but when the slave catchers
Okay.
depleted the Congo and the Nigeria and the region, they really depleted the place.
Yes.
They came, some of them came on the east into Mombasa
Okay.
and Zanzibar region, and they got a few people in
So
the latter days
let
of
me
the
ask.
slave
They
trade.
were using the same coast, Mombasa,
Eh?
from all West Africa. They were using the Mombasa coast.
They didn't use it. The slaves that came from this region
Okay.
went basically north.
Okay.
And that's why you have a Swahili connection with the Arabs and all this. The Arabs, you have a northern slave trade that were taking people out of Africa
Yeah.
into the Arabians, into Africa, into Saudi Arabia and so forth.
Right.
And then you had, after that, that has been going on for ever since.
Okay.
And it's still going on, which is still going on. Slavery is still going on.
Yeah, because
Yes.
so many people go there working.
Yes.
And I see there's some slavery going on still. It's going on. It's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So after in about 1496 or something, after Columbus discovered the West, the Americas,
Yeah.
well, he stumbled on it. They discovered nothing.
Right.
He stumbled on it, and they started to enslave the native,
Okay.
the first people of the Americas.
Wow.
A lot of them, especially Jamaicans, died out in less than maybe a year or a few years.
Okay.
They wiped them out because of disease. Then what happened? They wanted more workers.
Okay.
And then a pope on the Catholic Church
Okay.
gave them the right to go to Africa, into West Africa,
West Africa.
Ghana and Nigeria and
Nigeria.
Congo and all of that region,
Yeah.
and pick up people
Okay.
and brought them to the Caribbean. And so that's how most of us were transported out of Africa.
Oh, wow.
And then we worked the plantations.
Okay.
We worked the fields, we worked the cornfields, we worked the sugar, especially sugar
Okay.
and tobacco and cotton. And then by 1834, the slaves, Britain decided that they wanted to free the slaves.
Okay.
But the Americans did not free the slaves until 1860 something, 1860.
Okay.
And Brazil also.
Okay.
So that's what you'll find. Most of our bloodline are coming out of the Congo
Okay.
and
Senegal,
Senegal,
Togo, Guinea,
Bahrain,
Yeah.
not Bahrain,
Cameroon.
Cameroon and so forth. But we look alike. It's Africa is an Afro. Yes.
Yeah, Africa the same.
Yes.
Africans are the same. Especially the black one. They look the same. They are the
Yes.
same.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there is an important thing about, we thought, well, you guys knew that Africa is not bush. You were communicating and migrating and trading among yourselves. So it's possible that some of the people in Kenya might have migrated and traded with the people in Ghana. And of course, Ghana, you heard about, oh Jesus, the richest man, his name just slipped me. He came out of Ghana and make a pilgrimage across Africa into Jerusalem.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh Jesus, every
Very
time the name
interesting
come to
story.
me, it slips. So give a shout out to your station. So
Okay. So guys, welcome to my channel. This is Godfrey O. Actually, I'm on what's your name?
Shippy the Explorer,
Shipping
Shippy
Explorer.
Shippy the Explorer.
Okay, I'm Shipping Explorer.
The
channel.
Explorer. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
this is
you.
Godfrey O. Welcome to my channel. Just support me, guys. Just subscribe, watch my videos, watch continuously.
Yes.
Actually, I'm down. I'm recovering from watching hours. I don't have watch hours. I already monetized So if you support me, I'm going to be monetized very soon. If you guys support me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And you can bring it up on your phone
Okay.
because I think I subscribe to you, and I watched him. He's a great. He's one of the best roofers in
Yeah,
the
you saw
region,
my videos.
folks. He's so you can see he did that roof, and he has done a number of the roofs in the region. And I'm gonna. He's gonna bring up his station, and I think
Yeah,
Oh.
here it is.
I think it's
You can see it.
it's yes, Godfrey. Oh, oops.
Godfrey. Oh.
Yes, it's
Maybe
the
try
two.
it once again. Yes. Yeah.
Here we go. Support Godfrey Ho, folks. Here we go. Yeah,
Yes.
here we go. Good,
Yes.
good, good. Yes, because I think I have you on GOD FR. Yes, here you are.
Yeah.
And I subscribed, and I subscribed to him already. I've been watching his videos, and if you have construction roof to do in Kenya, I think you're mostly Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes, then you can. I don't know if you want to say your number. Just
Okay, let me give you my number.
Yes.
It's plus 254 plus 254. That's the code.
yes.
718 456297. Let me repeat. 254 718 456297. That's my number.
Roofer man, I'm telling you,
Yes.
he does good job.
I do roofing, I do gypsum, fitting, all the fittings.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So you're a builder.
Even my latest video, I was just doing a gypsum,
Yes.
selling on my YouTuber friend somewhere here. It's not far from here.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I looked at your video,
Okay.
and as a builder, when you were showing the finished work,
Okay.
I would my thinking is that I
Yeah.
wish I could see when you started,
When I
like
start-
a step by step.
Actually, yesterday I was thinking so. You know, when we were called by Marwa,
Yes.
that's on the meeting.
Yes.
It's discussing something like that.
Yes.
So you can't start show people on how you have cooked the food and even not showing them how you started cooking the food.
Yes, I was. So how did you? Because I have a problem, a structural problem in United States and Jamaica, where we have to tie the joists, the mud
The
sill.
joints, eh?
Yeah, how to tie that it's a ridge board,
Okay.
the ridge board to the structure,
Okay.
and we are using
screw.
bolt and screws.
Okay.
And then when you start to tie the trusses
Okay.
onto the structure, we are using what they call a hurricane strap. Hurricane strap to tie those
Those
joists.
Those trusses.
Yes, trusses
Yeah.
to the main frame.
Okay.
And I was wondering, how did you do it? That's why I was looking. I was asking you over there.
Okay. Actually, here we have sometimes we experience strong winds.
Yeah.
So where we advise we don't tie the trusses on the wall plate. We tie on from the lintel. You see.
Oh.
Even I might show you.
Yeah, show me
somewhere.
what you're
So
saying there.
This is the lintel. This
Yes,
is
that's
actual
it.
lintel,
That's the
and
wall.
This is the wall plate.
Yes.
So we just tie from the lintel. You know the lintel, including the metal inside the lintel looks like this.
Yes.
One pillar. So we tie from there,
Yes.
the lintel to the truss.
So you're bringing up the mild steel,
Yeah.
this steel, up through the lintel.
The lintel.
From it.
Yes.
But you know what happened in the Caribbean, a stronger hurricane?
Yeah.
When you bring up this mild steel
Okay.
up through from the lintel, up to the surface, up through the board, and bend it over.
No, we don't bend it.
You don't bend
we
it?
use this one. You see this work pass?
Okay.
This one. So we just drill a hole. We just tie this one from the bottom of the renter. We tie the trusses.
You tie these trusses over.
So we came across to realize that when you tie a wall plate only,
Yeah.
and the trusses lie on the wall plate,
Yes.
you just nail it. The wind can just take it and then leave the wall plate. And
Yes.
yeah, we came across to know that that is the real problem. So nowadays we tie the whole
Okay.
truss.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's right. That's
Yes.
what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next time you do the video,
So for this one,
let's
I
look.
think,
Let's
they
look
have
over there.
already-
What your job? Look.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So
We can
from
stay here and see.
Yes. So from this one,
Uh-huh.
it's already welded from the metal.
Yes, I saw that.
You saw that.
And you bend the mild steel
Yeah,
over and you
yeah.
weld the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Godfrey.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Look
So,
good.
Thank you for
All
a
right.
shout out.
Oops. Let me get
I
back to the.
I hope you guys will watch my channel.
Yeah.
Watch my videos. Go there, watch my videos continuously. I have a playlist there. You can watch it. You can play it continuously.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean the music?
No.
What
Just
you
videos. My
Oh, videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
vlogs, yeah.
All right.
I've already arranged them on a playlist.
Yeah.
You can just live there in the house. It plays continuously.
Yes.
Without even stopping.
Yeah.
Until the end video. The
Yeah.
last video, I mean.
And the material you're using for your roof is corrugated sheeting, but you're also using that short corrugated, not corrugated, that sheeting you use on the residential homes. We use it in Jamaica. We use it now in
Those
Jamaica.
short sheets.
Yes.
Here we call them. How can
We call them decomatric.
Here we call it decla.
Decla. Okay, so we're using similar words.
Decla. Yeah.
Decomatric or deco something.
They are very nice. They
Yeah.
are very beautiful when you put them in the house.
Yeah.
Actually, they are the best iron sheets, but they are very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them don't use them because they are very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful and
Very,
they're
very
being used
Yeah.
and they don't rot and get rusty like the corrugated sheets
Yeah.
of the whole days.
Yes.
Yes.
Even those one, actually, if you see the house of my the father,
Yeah.
Father Marwasi father,
Yeah.
that house, we were the one who just installed the iron sheets.
Oh, long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
We were this mother here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a long time ago.
So let me trick you now. Not trick you, but if you get a request to build a mud house,
Okay.
like over here, you do that too?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's going back. That's how old is that technology?
Okay.
Hundreds of years.
What?
Those technology to build the mud houses.
This mud house.
Yeah.
They are the simplest method because even they are the cheapest because we use only the trees.
Yes.
We just install. We just dig the holes. So we put how do we call?
The mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we are finished with the roof, even the iron we start molding it. with
Okay.
mud. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And we call it in British term wackle and
call
daub. Wackle and daub.
Wackle,
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 wackle and daub.
and dab.
So you're wackling the wood,
Okay.
the wood,
Okay.
and then you're mixing the mud and you daub it in on. You daub. So it's wackle and daub.
It's
So
a
we do it in
red
Jamaica too.
Are they in Jamaica?
In the old days,
Yeah.
some people might still be using it.
Oh.
If you go into the countryside, you'll see some wackle and daub. And when I was growing up, I grew up in a house, part of the house was wackle and daub. But what we do, we put barbed wire in through, after you put the wood
Okay.
or the sticks,
Yeah.
you put barbed wire
Okay, I
on
understand
and then
you.
daub it on.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. It's a very good idea.
Yes.
So even this one, it's a modern one. The past they were using the glass.
Yes.
To roof those mud house.
Yeah.
They usually build sackons. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had sackons in our home. I remember.
Sakwans.
The sacco, the mud house, which is sacco, and then on top we do roofing by the grass. This glass.
Oh, the grass touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, touch.
We call
Roof.
hut.
Hut.
Hut house. Yeah.
Yeah, we call it hut.
Okay.
So in the fields now, if we have do farming in the far, we go 20 miles from home,
Yeah.
then we build one of those houses and the people live in it until they come back home in the weekend time.
Yes.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Godfrey, thanks.
Thank
A
you.
good conversation.
Yeah.
I tell people what we are doing in Africa.
Thank you.
The world continues no matter what you are
Yeah.
or where you are.
Okay.
There's life in Africa. There's life in Caribbean. There's life even in the ice in Russia
Yeah.
or in Alaska.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
thanks.
so much.
All right then.
Okay.
Good man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go down to the field and see if we can see if they had reaped the any reaping of the pumpkin. I tell you. Yeah, so we're walking and all right, these two calves. Here we go. Oh baby, you okay? Wow. I don't know. There we go. Man, water is flowing everywhere in this valley. Here there. Here there. This is where the I think the country garden is. This is where the country garden is. And I told them about the fact that they have pumpkin over here and they haven't. Well, somebody was working here. Look at the pile of sand the young guy has gotten out of the river in a few days. Look at that. Look at that. So let's step over into the garden. They have planted. Here's a pumpkin still. They're planted, look like they planted cabbage and other things. But here is a pumpkin. Still, they haven't eaten the pumpkin. Look at it. If that was in Jamaica, it's gone. Long time. Cooked. Yeah, so somebody's they're working the fields, folks. Here we are. Sugar cane. Sugar cane. Looks real good. I yet to ask somebody, what is this thing? I'm going to ask them if this is edible. And I'm going to do it right now. What it is. This guy going to tell me what it is. Tangerine tree. And you can smell it. This is how you do it. Pick it and crush it. Uh-oh. Yeah, smell like tangerine. I grew up at a farm, so I know these things. It's not lime, it's either tangerine, mandarin, or so forth. It's not even orange.
Yeah?
You gonna build a bridge?
Yeah, we want to build a bridge here.
Yeah.
So we are looking for where the strong soil is.
Yes.
You know, there's a stone here.
Look for the stone, yeah.
Yeah, so we are just discussing.
Yes.
So the other side, we suggest to build a gabions to the top.
But a little bit soft over there.
Yeah, very soft.
You don't see any more stones across?
Yeah, there's no stones there.
Oh,
There must be a gabion there.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I won't disturb it long. What is this thing?
For us, it's vegetable.
It's vegetable?
Yeah, I don't know in English. But
What? Tell me the name in Africa. Wikili?
not weekly, we do it daily. This is a vegetable.
So you eat the seeds?
No. The
The
leaves.
se- Just the leaves?
Yeah, the leaves. Even this one, you can take seeds. You just squeeze them. You put them to dry a little bit,
Yes.
and then you can plant.
And then
You
plant
just-
it.
Yeah,
So it's not okay.
yeah. This is we eat the leaves.
So what's the name in your native?
Managu,
Mano?
managu,
Manago.
managu.
Manago.
Yes.
Okay. Manago.
If I may ask this guy coming here, how do you call this?
Yes. Oh, I did.
What's up?
I've been.
I'm doing well.
Oh, good.
What's up, bro?
This.
This one we call in our culture language
Uh-huh.
Swega.
In Swega.
Managu.
Swega or Managu.
Managu.
Oh, Swega in Swahili. And Manago in
Swahili.
Swahili is
Swahili language Managu.
Manago.
Managu.
Okay.
Korean language, Swega.
Swega.
Swega. So Manago.
Managu.
Manago.
Yes.
Managu.
G-U. Manago. Yes.
Mzee,
Alright.
good morning mzee. Habari? I see you. Karibu sana.
This is Gitteriba, Gitteriba, and
Yes. Yes, how do you doing?
man, I should be on the Masamaro, man.
Yes,
I
I
got
see.
up from 2 o'clock
Yeah.
and I'm still here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Jesus.
been trying to see the water how it's flowing.
Oh yes, I did this is my 4th walk of the property.
Okay.
And and I get to the river and I was telling Godfrey that I got upset because our people are taken from Africa and the
Wow.
river,
Wow.
our ancestral spirits need to
Wow.
rest.
So me, I want to see maybe there is a sand inside here. I want to take the boys here.
Yes, son over there. Okay.
I want to take the boys inside here.
Uh-huh.
Can remove the sand, harvest the sand from inside.
Okay.
I needed like 4 tippers.
But they're over there.
Yeah, that one is for Maro. But me also I need mine for
Okay.
construction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I see there is a lot of sand inside.
So
Yeah.
but
yeah.
they can't throw it up here. This is
Sorry?
far.
I know we can put here and we remove from here to
Yes.
inside the compound.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you doing?
I'm fine.
Yes.
I'm just a bit upset that I'm
Yes.
not on the trip, but
I see your channel is doing very amazing. Eh?
yeah.
Your channel is doing well.
Yes,
Yeah.
thanks to all these guys, the support of man. I'm telling you,
I'm telling you, here is the
headquarters
Of YouTube.
of vlogging.
of vlogging. Eh?
Yeah, our blogging.
He ship himself here, guys.
Yes.
He's very happy. Actually, guys, his channel is doing very amazing,
Yes,
and the God is good.
yes,
Yes.
that too.
That time we came here, the first day, how many subscribers you have?
480 something,
8 something. And right now,
and in a week I have 1,600 and so.
wow, that's blessing.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's fast
Team
moving.
Maro is not.
Yes,
joking,
Team
yeah.
Mara, not joking.
Team Maro is
They're
very-
calling me from
it is-
Australia.
It is very strong.
They're calling me from Canada.
Yes.
And cursing, not that they're cursing me out, but they're correcting me, say it's not a taping because I come from the old school where I tape. They say it's filming. Yes, I know, but I'm from the old school.
Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, Team Maro, it's very amazing.
Yes,
Amazing.
they're really supportive.
Real
supportive.
supporters.
Yes, real
I'm
supporters,
telling you,
yes.
trust me. Real
Yes,
supporters.
they're really.
I'm
really-
telling you, from the corner to the corner. I'm
Yes,
telling you. Team
because
Maro.
your station is doing well too.
Sorry?
I know your station is doing well.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm telling you, Team Maro.
And out of all the people are there.
Big up yourself, my people.
Yes.
Watching our videos, for supporting us a lot. I really appreciate for your blessings, guys.
Yes.
One love, guys. One love.
Yes.
Team Maro, General, wherever you are.
I tell
Yeah.
you. And I'm closing off mine here today
Yes.
with these two. Well, I don't want to fall in the river. I've been walking the Villa Medellin
Villa Medellin.
for the fourth time.
Yes.
And I'm trying to find, as an explorer,
Yes.
things that nobody sees.
Yes.
So when you see this tape, you see the ants working. I didn't find any fish in the water, but I had an inspiration down there. I looked at the birds, all the things. And so enjoy this tape, like, share, and subscribe, folks, because Shippy the Explorer
Shippy the
is
Explorer.
exploring
Yes.
like a madman. It's not a hawk, it's a bird. Oh, I missed it. All right. There we go. And here we are, 200 pounds of weight on this bike. Wow. Oops. These bikes are powerful, folks.
So you want to go the?
No, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah.